Hello everybody, and welcome back once again to the build bench. So today I had a quick random thought, as you can see at 5:45 in the morning, of let's do the top 5 free programs that you should install if you're a PC enthusiast, I suppose, if you don't just use your PC for internet browsing and emails. So we're just going to run through 5. I won't talk a lot about the first one because I did upload a video a couple of days ago about OCCT. So I'll just do a quick rundown on that program and then I'll move on. So the first one is OCCT, as I've just explained. Now, OCCT is just a stability tester. It's great for just testing the stability of specific parts or all the parts of the PC, whether it be RAM, the GPU, the CPU, so on and so forth. Like I said, you can test everything one by one, you can set a test time, you can test everything together. It's got all the monitoring programs to monitor temperatures while tests are running, and then you've got all different stuff up here like your power draw and your utilization, stuff like that. It's a good program for literally just checking, like, if everything's just working properly, because as you know, something can go wrong with your PC and it can be a bit of a pain in the arse to figure it out. So we'll gloss over that one quickly. So the next one is a program called Revote Uninstaller. Now, Revote Uninstaller it's just a program that uninstalls other programs. But as some people know, when you uninstall a program normally from Windows, you get left with just garbage that program left behind, whether it be in your C drive or there's always something left behind by something. So like if I don't know, let's say we delete this because I played it and it's absolutely garbage. So what you do is you just right click on it, click on install, untick make a restore point, click continue. You want to click yes. So that's the main program installed. You want to tick or keep advanced selected, tick scan. It's going to scan the computer for any files that program has just left behind. So as you can see here, it's just left crap everywhere in the J drive, stuff like that. So all you do is select all, you hit next, you hit yes, and then it's left a PF folder in the C drive. So you just hit select all, delete, yes, and that's that file completely gone. There's no trace of it ever being on the system at all. I always use this now when it comes to uninstalling anything. I think if I had to uninstall Revote, I would use Revote to uninstall itself. But yeah, great program. Like I said, all these programs are free. I'll post links to all of them in the description. But yeah, great mode. Or great program rather. So the next one, we've got Hardware Info 64 and Tech Power Up GPU-Z. They're very similar in a lot of ways. I like GPU-Z just because it is literally just for your GPU. So if we take a quick look at this, obviously it tells you the type of GPU you've got. You can actually click look up as well, and if you click look up, it'll open an internet browser to Tech Power Up's website, and it will take you to the card that is in your system. That is the exact 6800 that's in my system right there, and obviously you get all your specs there as well. But as you can see, the type of like the code name that the company had for it being the Navi 21, 7nm process, the size of the die, the release date of the card, transistors, blah blah blah, the AIB or whatever they're called. Obviously the bus lanes we all know, it's PCIe times 16 Gen 4. The VRAM, so obviously GDDR6, but then it tells you the chip manufacturer, which is Samsung on this card. Tells you the memory size, tells you the bandwidth, tells you my last driver update, which was May the 8th. I do have another driver I need to update. Tells you the clock, the memory clock, the boost clock, crossfire, sizable bar, so on and so forth. And then you've got a sensor tab, which will tell you like your GPU temperature, the temperature hotspot, like the fan speed, the load on the GPU, the memory controller, the voltage. It tells you everything about your GPU at that current time. So that's another really good program if you just want GPU information. So the next one is hardware info, and where this differs is this tells you everything about your CPU, your GPU, and your motherboard. So as you can see, Intel Core i5-10505, 14 nanometer, 65 watt chip. The Comet Lake, I can't think of the word because I'm an idiot and it's 6 o'clock in the morning, but the Comet Lake, like, my head keeps wanting to say season, like it's a football season or something, but you know what I mean. The socket type LGA1200, amount of cores, amount of threads, amount of L1 cache, L2 cache, L3 cache, so on and so forth. And then down here you've got obviously your base clock. I call it your boost clock, but I'm guessing Intel call it your turbo. So on and so forth. You got voltages, and then just all your various speeds. And then if you move over to the motherboard, as you can see, I've got a B560 from ASRock. Tells you the BIOS update on that, which I think might need updating. Then this box down here, obviously it moves over to your RAM, 32 gig, DDR4. Don't know why it's reading 1333. My RAM isn't the quickest, it's only 2666, but the Core i5 can't take like 3200 megahertz RAM. Excuse me, I'm still a bit ill. But yeah, and then you've got memory modules. It's because I've got 4 banks of 8 gig RAM up to the 32 gig. And then you've got like your speed, it tells you your timings and everything. And then obviously you get your GPU stuff, which I won't go over because it's all in GPU-Z. And then down here you've got your drives. So Samsung, NVMe drive, a Crucial one. The Samsung one I just use for booting Windows off. The Crucial one is like game storage, stuff like that. And then they're 2 SATA 6 gig a second mechanical hard drives that I just use for storing games on, and then when I'm playing them, transferring them over to this SSD. These will be getting changed out for probably NVMe, probably SATA SSDs at some point when I can be bothered to get around to it. So the last program we're going to take a quick look at is Cinebench. Now Cinebench is it's more for stress testing. I think this is Cinebench R23. It's more for stress testing. Like a lot of people use it for just the CPU, but you can do the GPU. I don't know why it doesn't want to load. It's being a pain in the arse today. But yeah, yeah, it's not going to load. It's going to be a pain. What I'll basically do is I will just go here and I will show you a picture of it basically, because it's the same thing. So basically this is what it looks like, and all that happens is you can test multi-core on your CPU or single core on your CPU, and then what it will do is it will render this picture in slowly. Well, I say slowly, quickly, depending on what your CPU is, and it will assign you a score here and then put you in a list of like how well your CPU performs. it has the information on your CPU here. But this is really good for like stress testing your CPU, and that's also a reason to have something like hardware info as well, because then you can keep an eye on the temperatures in your CPU whilst you're running a stress test on something like Cinebench. So yeah, I'd say they're probably the top 5 programs for like a PC sort of enthusiast to get that are free. If I was to give a bonus shout out, you never see anybody shout this program out, but I really like Specky. Like, if someone's just asking me quickly the specs of the PC and I forgot something, I prefer to just load Specky up, because it just quickly tells you sort of what you've got. I mean, for some reason it doesn't pick up my 10505, I'm not sure why, but it tells me the RAM, tells me the timings, the motherboard, the GPU, so on and so forth. You can get more details if you click on these actual like tabs at the side, and that gives you temperatures as well. So yeah, I'd say they're probably my top 5, and that's a bonus one for people. Like I said, I'll provide a link to all 6 of them in the description below. Like I said, they're all free, and they're all just worth having. Even if you never really use them, they're still just worth having. They're not overly big programs. So yeah, like I said, I'll leave a link in the description below. We'll have some more videos coming in the next couple of days once I've started feeling a bit better. But for now, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you would, please. And I'll catch you in the next one.